Hi, it's Andrew Philp, back here with Season 2 of Monday Minutes, exclusively made for the Security Leaders audience. What does that mean? It means less tech talk and more topical content and key takeaways from experienced experts in your field. One thing we're keeping from Season 1 is the short, sharp content. That's right, for each topic, expect 3 questions, 3 key takeaways in about 3 minutes. Perfect for the time-poor leader. So let's get straight into topic 1, and it's a great topic to start us off. Aligning risk management to cyber risks and exposures. In this day and age of it's not if, it's when, this topic has never been as important. Joining me today is our very own Trend Micro Chief Technology Strategy Officer, David Chow. David brings over 20 years of experience to this topic, working in large US federal departments, including the White House, prior to joining Trend. Hi David, it's great to have you here with us.
Hi Andrew, always love to be here to share my experience.
Excellent, thank you. So let's get straight into it. We're talking about risk today. We know that there's a lot of media attention around ransomware. Maybe you could just talk from your perspective about that.
Of course. So I think the media has covered ransomware quite a bit, but I do want to bring to your audience that it's not just the ransomware, it's really the overall cyber hygiene. Plus, you're looking at the people process aspect, but also there's a lot of unsecure API, created privacy breach, or potentially having other type of cyber attacks. That's why, in the US government, they're really pushing for zero trust. And, the bottom line is that the cybersecurity industry needs to look at holistically, what are some of the ways to help the C-levels to sleep better at night, to really help alleviate cybersecurity issues through a glance or through automation. So that's where we're here to help.
Brilliant. Thank you, David. And I think it's definitely true here in Australia as well. There's a massive push around compliance and regulation and cost of that. So yeah, key takeaway is to look holistically there. So that's wonderful. So next, there's a lot of change to be a CISO in this day and age. What do you see as a big changes in that space?
Yes, absolutely. I think one of the case study is really looking at what happened to the chief security officer from Uber, right? The person was indicted. Essentially, that people are really concerned with what's happening with their job security, especially for people that work 20, 30 years, climbed the corporate ladder, got to the C-level, and then now they're needing to find ways to better defend themselves from cyber threat, against ransomware, against cyber attacks. So what's critical is that we need to be able to provide information quickly, at a glance, at the C-level, so that they understand their risk portfolio, aligning that to the overall enterprise risk management, be able to inform the board to obtain resources, and be able to address it, apply those equity, those resources to alleviate the cyber risks that's aligned within the environment. So those are critical, having quick access to information, a dashboard-like, and be able to quickly remediate issues. Those are what the C-levels are looking for.
Excellent. Thank you, David. And I certainly hear you. I mean, in this day and age, to be in that role, and it's very difficult to get quick access just because of how broad the information set is. So quick access across that broad risk surface is awesome. Now, finally, just want to talk about the last question that we've got in our 3 minutes together today, David, and that's just to talk about the money, where the money is. So, how do you see cyber risks aligning to that, monetary compliance and reputational areas?
Yeah, so it's interesting that you asked that question. I just had dinner with one of the Australian CEO earlier tonight. And in our conversation, we're really looking at how can an organization align the cyber risk, especially with finite resources. So we talked quite a bit about potentially leveraging artificial intelligence, machine learning through an XDR capability to be able to have visibility within the IT environment of all the cyber threats. We also talked about quite a bit on potentially leveraging managed secure operating center to really shore up on the resources from the knowledge perspective, as well as the resource to be able to address any cybersecurity issues. And also at the same time that achieving cost savings. So those are some of the relevant points that not only the C-levels are looking for, the CIO, the CISO are looking for, but the CEO of a company, as well as board level, that they're looking for those information as well.
Wow, it's a real balancing act, isn't it? Save money, but make sure that we're not going to have this massive compliance and financial risk at the other side. Thank you so much for this quick fire questions. Thank you for taking the time. I know you're very busy, David, so thank you very much.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Well, I hope you've all enjoyed today's quick insights. It certainly aligns with what I'm seeing in organisations I'm working with. Trend Vision One platform has been designed to overcome the massive challenge of enabling business executives to understand their organisation's risk, quantify it, and manage it proactively. In fact, we've even seen executives incorporate the risk score provided into job KPIs and even remuneration. Such is the power and need for extensive and quantifiable risk management. Well, that's it for our first episode of Monday Minutes Season 2. In a fortnight, catch us for episode 2 as we dive into how C-levels can improve cyber risk and gain centralised visibility. Bye for now.